We all want to shine in life. We want to be the most loved in our friend group, the most admired at work, the most desired among suitors, the smartest, the prettiest, and someone who effortlessly has their life together. In short, we want to be the main characters of our own story. But then reality hits. You wonder if you are just another face in the crowd, ordinary and unnoticed. You wonder if people will ever see your worth or take you seriously. If this sounds familiar, think about every single rom-com movie out there. This is the struggle phase before you enter your main character era. And 2025 is the year that you do that. How do I know? Because I have gone from being a weak, confused, burnt out girl with low self-confidence to now having a thriving career, friendships, and relationship. And it was actually the main character principles that I'll be talking about in today's video that helped me get here. And I know that they can help you transform every single aspect of your life. For ease of understanding, the video is divided into 3 sections: the main character mindset, the main character rituals, and main character energy. The timestamps are here on screen, so grab a pen and paper and let's make 2025 the best year of your life. The first thing that I want you to do here is start decentering other people in your life. This means that you shift your focus away from constantly prioritizing other people's opinions, expectations, or needs at the expense of your own opinions and needs. You need to understand that while other people play various roles in the story of your life, you are the one that is writing the script. And as the main character, you have to stop living for others and start living for yourself, for your purpose. According to psychology, self-prioritization reduces resentment and burnout and helps you maintain healthier relationships and a sense of purpose. So take baby steps. Stop seeking constant validation and constant approval from others. Start trusting your own instinct on small decisions and then move on to bigger decisions. What also helps is reflecting on your why. If you have a strong why, if you have a strong purpose, it helps you stick to your path, your decision. So be selective with your energy. Do not take opinions from everyone and invest time in people and activities that genuinely fulfill you. This way, you automatically reduce time and energy spent on people and activities who drain you. Looking back, I can confidently say that decentering other people brought real visible changes to my life. I became a lot better at decision making. I also became a lot more confident. Someone once said that confidence is a skill, and decentering other people actually helps you build that skill. The next thing that I want you to do is start practicing gratitude. Remember Murad's rap in Gully Boy, where he reflects on his struggles but celebrates his resilience. Gratitude works exactly the same way. It rewires your brain to focus on positives, it reduces stress and increases happiness. In fact, psychologists also say that gratitude activates your prefrontal cortex and boosts serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone. And over time, this helps train your mind to see life through a brighter, more positive lens. And that's always a good thing, and that's what main characters do. So start by writing down 3 things that you're grateful for every single night or every single morning. I do it every morning. And even simple things like my morning cup of coffee or a compliment that somebody paid me or this flower that I saw that was really, really beautiful. Now, another thing that you can try if you're already doing your gratitude practice is something I call mental snapshots. Anything that brought you joy during the day, note it down in that particular journal at night. On my darkest days, this is the habit that helped me get through. It completely changes your perspective towards life and helps you see life in a more positive lens. And isn't that what main characters do? Now, if you're into poetry, then you would have also noticed how poets write about the most mundane things in the most beautiful way.
Heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour.
And the reason is because they find the beauty in the mundane. Often because of social media, just the pace of life, it's very easy to only focus on the big moments, on our highlights in life as something worth remembering. But happiness, peace, and joy often come from the boring things, the mundane things, like enjoying a cup of coffee without interruptions, seeing that flower in your garden bloom, noticing a small little mango on the mango tree, the shape of the clouds when you're walking. Being mindful of the little things around you decreases your stress and it calms down the amygdala, which is a part of your brain, and that enhances emotional regulation. Now, one practice that is super effective here is having playlists for the different things that you do in life. So a workout playlist, subah ki chai playlist, doing household chores playlist. Think of how in movies, no matter what the main character is doing, there's always a song that accompanies it to fit the mood. And when you create these playlists for yourself, you start romanticizing the mundane things and start living your life like a movie. And that really helps you get into your main character energy. I'm gonna link all the playlists that I have for myself down below, and you can use those if you like them. Now, for the past 3 years, I have spent at least 10 minutes every single morning visualizing my dream life. What brings me joy, how I want my day to go, what my goals are, and that has undoubtedly not only changed my mindset with respect to how I approach my goals, but it's also changed my life. According to psychological research, visualizing actually helps you create positive outcomes even before they happen. They activate similar neural pathways in your brain as if you were physically doing that thing. That not only boosts motivation, but it puts you on that path towards getting that thing and makes you more resilient to any roadblocks that you might face. It makes you believe that you are the main character and helps you live your life that way. And all you need to do for this is sit in the morning, every single morning, take 5 minutes out and imagine what a day in your dream life looks like, or what it is that you want your main character to be living, the kind of life that you want to be living as the main character. Close your eyes, feel yourself going through the motions of that day, and be as specific, as detailed as you can be, and over time this 5-minute exercise will end up shaping your reality. Now, with the mindsets, you create a mental shift towards becoming the main character of your life. These rituals help you bring that into practice. First thing, create a morning and a night routine. We've spoken about this in multiple videos. You want to start each day with 3 to 5 activities that center you, that help you align with your vision and approach each day as the best version of yourself. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be very elaborate. It can be whatever you want it to be. So the visualizing exercise that you've done in the previous point will actually help guide you in designing your morning routine here. And similarly, at night, before you go to bed, you want to unwind, reflect on the day, and do practices that calm you down, that make you mentally prepare not just for bed, but for the next day, to approach the next day as your best self. Now think of these routines as the beginning and the end of a chapter in a book or a scene in a movie. Your routines make you the person that you are, and what you do consistently is what you become. The next thing you want to do is celebrate your wins. Celebrating does not mean that you need a fancy party every time you achieve something. It means that you need to acknowledge when you achieve something, no matter how big or small this is. Now, I am somebody who is notorious for not celebrating anything. For the longest time, once I achieved a goal, it was just on to the next goal, and I never took time to pause and see how far I came. And if this is also you, if you're a perfectionist, you just tend to keep on going after goals without looking back. And that appreciation of looking back, of realizing how far you've come, is very, very important. Your main character arc cannot be complete without that, without looking back on your journey. So you need to start doing that. So start with small acknowledgements. That's how I started, like giving yourself a mental high five, or writing a letter to yourself, or treating yourself to your favorite ice cream when you achieve something small. And then you move on to bigger celebrations. So for example, let's say when I hit 1 million on this channel, I'll probably take myself and my loved ones on a trip. The idea behind celebrating your wins is to reinforce a reward loop in your brain. It keeps you motivated for future challenges and despite future obstacles. The next thing you're going to do is invest in your appearance. You are not really becoming the main character without looking like the main character. Think of every makeover scene in every movie ever. The main character goes from being this forgetful, ordinary person to looking absolutely fabulous. Whenever I talk about this, Anne Hathaway from Princess Diaries is what comes to mind. Like, that is the main character arc complete. And so the energy that they embody after the makeover also changes, right? She starts to become this princess woman. Now it's easy to think, oh, well, it's just, a physical transformation. But as you can see in every movie ever, when you get that makeover, the energy that you embody after the makeover also changes. So Anne Hathaway started becoming a princess after the makeover. Your appearance is an expression of your energy. When you look good, you feel good. And this phenomenon is called the enclosed cognition effect. It boosts your confidence and positively influences how others perceive you. Now, I know that not everybody has the budget or the time for a Princess Diaries level makeover, and that is not what I mean when I say invest in your appearance. What I mean is that you need to spend time and effort into looking like your best self. You need to care for yourself like you are the main character. Moving on to finding joy in movement. Now, for all of us 90s kids, I don't know if Gen Zers know about this movie called Tal. Now, when you go back and look at the scenes in the movie, or if you remember watching the movies, some of the most iconic scenes have the main character, which is Aishwarya Rai, running along a scenic path, dancing freely, or just practicing like these movements on a serene hilltop. The reason that these moments in the movie made such a huge difference or were so appealing is because they captured the essence of Aishwarya feeling alive and present. That is what movement does. It allows you to feel alive, to be present. And it doesn't always have to be about strict gym routines or heavy workouts. It's about reconnecting with your body in ways that bring you joy. It helps clear out those knots, those energy blockages, and helps energy move more freely. And that helps you embody your main character self. Now, for this next point, I want you to close your eyes for a minute and imagine your day as the script of a movie. You are the lead character. How would you describe your morning? How would you describe your work day? How would you describe your afternoons, your evenings? Now open your eyes, pause this video, let me know in the comments what scenario you conjured up. It doesn't have to be perfect, even if it's just one flash of an image or a scene. Write that down. You must be thinking, why does this matter? When you write your life down as a story, when you narrate it as a story, it actually helps you shift your perspective from internal to external. So instead of just having a very microscopic view of your life, you get a bird's eye view or a bird's eye perspective of your life. You're able to see it as a third person and shift things around accordingly. The storytelling exercise can help you rewire your brain to focus on the positive while making you a lot more self-aware in the long run. Now, the easiest way to do this, to narrate your life as a story or to think of your life as a movie, is to dedicate 10 minutes at the end of the day to journal about what happened in the day and write it like you're narrating the story to someone. Think of how Elena writes her diary in the Vampire Diaries. Dear Diary, XYZ. And that's how you go about it, because then you start to see your life as a story, as a movie. And that way, you're not just going through the motions of life, you're actually documenting a story that is uniquely yours. Over time, this helps you view the world through a lens of gratitude, creativity, and purpose. You have already had the mental shift, you are putting your rituals in place, and now you start to embody that energy. Create a main character Pinterest board. Visual cues work as an excellent reminder for your goals, for training your mind to stay focused on your aspirations and to really feel like the main character of your life. I've already made a video on creating a digital vision board on Pinterest. Make sure you go check that out. Just name your board something like "This is me" or "Main character energy" or "My main character life." Collect images that represent the life you want and put those on that board, put it on your home screen, and voila, you have a beautiful main character vision board. The next thing I want you to do here is pursue micro adventures in your life every week or every month, because no main character story is complete without adventure. You need to add those moments of spontaneity in your life. That is what adds novelty to your life, by trying small new experiences every single week or every single month. And micro adventures don't have to be very elaborate. They are things that make your life fun, that enhance your creativity and your skills. So for example, visiting a new cafe in your city, or going around your city like a tourist, taking a different route home, just make sure that it's safe, or trying a mini skill like pottery or art or something like that. These new little things stimulate that dopamine in your mind. They keep life exciting for you. They keep your mind engaged, and no main character is boring. So this ensures that your life's not boring either. The next thing I want you to do is curate your environment. Now imagine entering your room and seeing your favorite art prints on the wall and a cozy blanket on the bed. You have fairy lights lit up in the corner, and there's the scent of vanilla or lavender in the air. It conjures up this image of comfort, of warmth, of wanting to be in this space, right? That is what your environment does. It creates magic. It helps you live in your main character energy. And that is what you need to do. So start by decluttering your space regularly, because clutter breeds stagnant energy. It keeps energy stuck in one place. So that's not what you want. So declutter regularly and fill your space with things that bring you joy, things that make you feel happy, feel like the main character. Again, taking examples from movies here, every single romantic comedy, every single chick flick out there, the main character has this room that is completely their own. They have photo collages on one wall and they'll have like fairy lights on the other. They have cushions on the bed, just things that bring them so much joy. So why can't you do that for yourself and continue to live in your main character energy again and again? Now for this point, I want you to use your imagination once again. Picture that you are having a rough day. You're having a really bad day and nothing is going well in office. And as you're rushing, the elevator doors are closing, but somebody reaches out a hand, they hold the elevator door for you with a smile. That tiny gesture can immediately shift your entire mood. On top of that, they end up paying you a compliment. And now suddenly your day that was going so rough has transformed into something better. I want you to be that elevator person for somebody else. Every main character knows the value of being kind. Helping others, whether it's buying chai from a street side chai wala, giving up your seat in the metro, or complimenting a friend. All of these are acts of kindness. They make you light up from within. Firstly, because they release feel-good hormones like oxytocin. But secondly, because they don't just brighten somebody else's day, they also reinforce your self-worth. They make you feel deeply connected to the world around you. If there's one thing that you take away from this video, it is this. When you cultivate the habit of being kind to others, you create a life where you're not just existing, but you are thriving. Because your existence is not self-centered, it is de-centered. This is what I want you to do. First is create your main character playlists for every single thing that you do in life, right? So gym, chores, walking, studying, everything that you do in life, I want you to create a playlist for it on Spotify, on YouTube Music, whatever you're subscribed to, and start listening to those songs when you are doing those things. Second thing I want to do is create a bucket list of micro adventures that you want to have in life, the small things that you want to do. And I want you to turn these into celebrations. So whenever you achieve a milestone, you go ahead and do one micro adventure for yourself, and that makes your life exciting, and it also allows you to celebrate your wins at the same time. And the third thing I want you to do is slightly more complicated, but it is to start being more present in your experiences. So your task for the next 3 months is going to be, whenever you go out to do something, so whether it's to a restaurant, whether you're going out to meet a friend, for the first hour of that activity, you are not going to look at your phone. You're going to keep it on silent, DND, whatever, keep it with you, and be completely present in whatever you are doing at that time. So 1 hour a day, not using your phone and being completely present in whatever you're doing. And you will start to see how much of a difference that makes in your life. And with that, we come to the end of this video. You are completely, absolutely ready to enter your main character era in 2025. Let me know what you're going to start working on first. If there are things in this video that you're already working on, let me know that as well. Make sure you check out this video next, because YouTube says that you are going to love it. And I'm going to see you guys very, very soon in another one. Bye.
But I'm in love with myself.